I heard the song the other day on Spotify, 1986 Max. I mean, the best. And of course, like one word repeated in the song set my brain running. Control. I really need a lot. Control. Okay, why am I talking about control with you today? So, if you live with an anxious person, you may see anxiety in the form of trying to take control. And what you might actually think is you live with a very stubborn, controlling, perfectionist human who's actually really struggling with anxiety. So let me give you some examples. Maybe you have an anxious child. You might know they're anxious. They might already have a diagnosis of generalized anxiety or something like that, or you may not know yet. And you're noticing that more than typical, everything you ask them is no. Everything you suggest, they don't agree with. They want to do something else. And I'm not talking about like teenagers who tend to do that, but like this is not maybe typical behavior in its extreme. They may do this sometimes, but they're doing it more often. Just really disagreeable. They're trying to take control over it. And we see that often with people with anxiety when they're feeling out of control. Maybe they have a big transition coming up. Maybe they're getting anxious about the end of the school year because remember yesterday we talked about transitions. Even if they're excited for the summer and want school to be over, transitions are hard. Or maybe school's their safe place. It's really predictable and they're upset about it ending. Your spouse is all of a sudden really disagreeable, like needs to choose the restaurant, doesn't agree with anything you say, same kinds of things could also be trying to grab control over what they can. Maybe they're going through a stressful time or also, are struggling with anxiety. Sometimes when I have my kids or a kid I work with or teen complain about their teacher being really strict about things that seem kind of nonsensical, I always wonder in my mind, they're trying to get control. Our teachers often feel very much a lack of control, whether it's a difficult to manage classroom or state testing coming up, which they can't control whether they give or not, or whether it's fair. And sometimes I have these conversations with my own kids because I think it's good to bring awareness that a lot of times, even if you feel like someone's giving you a hard time, it's really not about you, it's about them. You have a 18, 19-year-old who is living with a roommate at college, and their roommate's giving them a hard time. I wonder if it's about trying to get control over what they can control because they're feeling out of control at school and stressed.